Hey guys, welcome to Drink Coin, where we show how to invest for a better tomorrow. My name's Tyler, and today we're going to be talking about Aerpio, which is a pharmaceutical company that trades under the ticker ARPO, why they ran so much today, and where I think they're headed in the future based on a valuation I think is fair to them. So as we dive into what they actually do as a company before we cover anything else, we can see that they have a few different treatments that they're working on in their pipeline. A couple of them primarily being glaucoma and COVID and diabetes and different things like that. And they're even in preclinical stages for possibly doing things to treat cancer. Their COVID-19 treatment specifically seems pretty possibly significant down the road due to the fact that they're focusing more on the pulmonary aspect of COVID-19 and its effects on the body, because it goes to the aspect of treating a lot of the issues that could be connected to possibly the heart and different other blood flow related issues, where it seeks to improve vascularity in the body, especially to important parts of the body like the pulmonary and renal system. A person's body can sustain itself a bit longer and fight the virus off and give a higher mortality rate when looking at treatments for this. So to look over the news about why Aerpio was actually going crazy today, they got a price target from H.C. Wainwright, who is one of the more significant analysts in the pharma space. They got upgraded to a buy where their post-merger price target is going to be $22 according to them. This comes into where we talk about some of the reverse merger stuff, so you can kind of know what's going to be going on with the company after that. But the new company name that they're going to be having for themselves with this reverse merger would be AADI Biosciences, going into the other company. And then they're going to be doing more of a focus on AADI's leading product candidate, Fiaro. So the main basis of this Fiaro treatment is actually going to be cancer-based, with a significant part going more towards the aspect of mTOR suppression from tumors and stuff inside of your body. And when they are looking to do the treatment, it is supposed to be with the mindset that it's going to be upregulating that mTOR again, so the body can work more efficiently and fight off cancer more effectively alongside other treatment methods. Right now, there's no current therapies for this, which makes the research even more enticing, possibly as an early investor. And this is also something to keep in mind with where we could look at how they could be in a market space with companies like Atos and stuff going into the future. So as we look at the chart on ARPO, they were less than $2 yesterday going into after hours, and then this morning they just exploded starting in pre-market, where they hit over 375, took a dive a little bit going into pre-market, and then opening they ran up back around above this 250 area. This looks like a good setup for where they could possibly be pulling back and staying in this 220 to 250 area. We could be seeing a gap down to where this would hit this about $1.90 area. But right now I can see this possibly sitting between 220 and 250 for a period of time, especially going into tomorrow. And then if there's renewed interest going into Friday, we could be looking at a bounce where we could possibly see a couple more waves over $3. Something to keep in mind with them is that they have an average volume of about 9.43 million, and today alone they had 242 million. So as new spreads going into tonight, we could possibly be seeing renewed interest in the morning, like I said, which would send this between maybe $3-4, I think, at some point. But this is huge volume for them, and we don't know if this will be able to repeat tomorrow, so that's going to be something you want to look at in the future. Now, as we look at the market cap, they're trading at about 132 million market cap right now. And if we go into assuming that they could hit that H.C. Wainwright price target of $22, then we could be seeing a scenario where they would be just over $1 billion in market cap. What's going to be interesting for me is seeing reverse merger, if even though they're doing the focus on the cancer treatment Fiaro, they continue going alongside some of that pipeline stuff on COVID and everything. Because if they keep up those treatments with COVID and stuff, I see a way larger upside than 22. And in fact, I think they can trade roughly $2 to $5 billion in somewhere in that area for now, as they do get more treatments out. So if we look at H.C. Wainwright's price target of about $22, and that would be a market cap of about $1 billion, we could go into where I have a price target of them long term of fair valuation being $40 once they get some good data out on their different studies that they're doing and effective treatments for different areas in pharma, and this would allow them to trade just under $2 billion. So even now, I think this is going to be a conservative estimate, but I think it's a very safe estimate to make over the long term of the next year or two. Shorter term, like I said, it's going to be harder to predict this price action, but I do think they can at least support around this 220 to 230 area right in here. They've only touched this 230 area a couple times today, and one of those was after market open, just right at the open, and it hasn't even come back down close to that since. So I think that's a good firm support to see, is possibly that 230 area if you're looking to get in. And I think if you can get under 2.6, that's probably going to be the least risk on your investment right now for short term. If you're interested in my other stocks that I cover for pharma and biotech and different things like that, make sure you check out my pharma stocks and biotech playlist that I have on my channel. It's got a good 25 videos in it, so you could probably get some interesting stuff in here. Some of this does rotate in and out, but a lot of them are pretty good stocks still long term, even though they've gone up some. Other than that, that's going to do it for me in this video today, guys. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.